Okay. Now I'm waiting for it to show up over here. Halo!
Did we even figure out the ghost in the prison, or just we couldn't find the room?
There we go. Now let's check the audio.
Oh yeah, it immediately.
Well, I can hear myself.
As soon as you fucking walked upstairs.
Okay, that's not horrible. There we go.
Okay.
Let's turn that all the way down.
That's my fucking great. You got the point.
I'm gonna chill out for a second before I get started. You know what, while I'm chilling out. Doop-a-doop-a-doo-doo, boop-a-doodles. I'm gonna pull up some Bay parts. I hope I spelled ratchet correctly.
Look at this. This is the top floor, and that's the bottom floor.
Why does the Beyblade... Is there a specific reason why the Beyblade database doesn't have like 6 different ratchet categories? And I've seen a lot of these ratchets. I have a lot of these ratchets actually. It's very possible I have all of these ratchets. Well, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have that 760. Or a 7-8. I don't have a 7-sider at all, I don't think. But this is... It says Beyblade X database, but the website is baybxdb.com.
Look at all the goddamn keys for this thing.
But
They fucking gave you a whole ring. A whole ring of keys.
what if
I can't
I
move very much.
copy you,
Hello? Hello?
paste you in there, but
Well, the thing said hello.
I just go directly to the website.
This goes over. This goes in here.
Beyblade X database, baybxdb.com. Fan run. That's why. Is there an... I don't think there's an actual official list of Bay parts.
It says this is downstairs, but
So I'm just gonna have to go by
but bro, if they released an upstairs in an event,
this.
I'd be crying. This is the chapel. Welcome to the chapel.
There's a
Don't
bit list.
touch anything.
There's parts.
Music box is over here. Yep. It's over here in that pentagram that's over here.
Oh, that makes sense actually.
Over here.
That's not the list I needed.
Investigate the left or the right wing first? Okay, I went the right way. How can I tell?
I was gonna say that Cobalt Drake looks different than
I
the
don't have that
one
one.
I
I
have.
don't have that one.
But that's not it. Come on, photos. Load for me. Ow.
This place is scary as fuck, bro.
You can hear my wife in the background, I'm sure.
I don't know why, but I think the school is more scary than the photo.
There we go. I wonder. Window capture. That's quite a bit bigger than I was wanting it to be.
We're almost to the end. This goes downstairs. Jesus Christ, the sound
To the
outside that
bottom.
scared the fuck out
That
of
way
me.
the comments can go through it too. But that way you guys can see that I'm researching parts for deck building because I suck ass at building a Beyblade right now.
I'll sprinkle it through. I mean, they're good.
Because, let's see, 2 weeks ago, when I got second at
I don't
the
think
tournament I went to, the only reason I even placed high was because the deck that I took there, I showed to one of the other bladers, and he was like, would you like some help? And I'm like, please. So he disassembled the deck that I had with me, and then he built me a brand new one out of the parts that I had, and it got me to second place. Then, last week, when I went to that same location for the tournament the week after, I had my deck completely built on my own, and I got slaughtered, like, hard. I think I won maybe one round, and then I got 2 buys, or 3 buys. I don't know what gonna. It was not pretty. Let's just put it that way. So, that being said, I have a brand new deck that I built from doing actual research. Well, I say research, but I was watching YouTube videos of other Beybladers, some sponsored by Takara Tomy and stuff like that. So people who know what they're talking about, and I I came to the conclusion that I think what I was missing was I was looking for what I thought looked cool with each piece, but what I thought would work well because I thought looked cool and worked well went hand in hand, and that is not always the case when it comes to Beyblade. So I had to do a little bit more, had to read up on how defenses work, how upward defense works, downward defense works, and accelerations, angles, all that stuff. Things I should have done, like research I should have done before last week's tournament. And I'm still not all the way there. I'm pretty sure that the deck that I have built right now is still complete garbage, but I have it built with a known defender, a known yeah, a an absorber, a defender, and a mode changer. So, and then I've also got their ratchets and their bits changed too, which I'll go over in a bit. And then I'll go over my reasonings for that, or for each one. In compare, like by the explanation that I came up with from what I was watching, if that makes any sense. Okay.
You're scaring me, bro. What the fuck are you hearing?
Let's go ahead. Do. Let's go ahead and get started. It's been 10 minutes. Yeah, that's plenty of time to get warmed up.
What the fuck are you hearing?
Let's put my deck boxes to the side.
Scared me now. You made me extra fucking
Let's get these little bad boys. You see, when I went to my local Target earlier this evening, we were on a nightly outing. Well, not a nightly outing. The family went out to dinner after my wife got off work because she works hard and she deserved it. So we went to dinner. We had our Target run real quick so we can get a couple things for the house. And I went by the toy section because naturally on my way. And I went to go see what little amount of Beyblade stuff they had because usually they're like running thin. And they actually restocked the entire Beyblade section. I say entire Beyblade section, but it's only like 1, 2, 3 hook, 1, 2, 3 hook, so 9 hooks, but fully stacked. One of which was just nothing but the Soar Phoenix string launcher combo, and then just voom, voom, voom. Um, the set, like the base that they had hanging up, were mostly Beyblades that I already have, like right here. It's like the yellow Gale Wyvern with the Sword Dran combo, or um, Yelkong with Nightmail. But as I was going through and I saw the green Gale Wyvern, I was like, yo, I have a yellow Gale Wyvern, but I don't have a green. So, and then I've got a blue and a green, no, a blue and a purple, and I think a green Tail Viper. I think I have 3 of the Tail Vipers, 2 to 3 of them, because they came from random boosters. But I didn't have a gold, so I was like, banging, let's get that. And then, of course, Shadow Shinobi. My YouTube has been showing me Beyblade X, or the Beyblade X anime as it's been uploaded, so this week's episode had to deal with Blader X and What's Her Face with Shadow Shinobi, and when I saw the box for it, I was like, you know what? Let's get me a Shadow Shinobi. So, we're gonna do Shadow Shinobi second, though, because I like doing double packs up first. I was gonna say, come on, I seriously, I took my knife to all of you before I even started. I guess I missed the one. Let's hide that. Oh wait, that's Takara Tomy that has the QR code on the outside. Alright, so I'm assuming this goes for the Gale Wyvern, that this goes for the Tail Viper. Let me make sure, since it is 580G, 580, and then 380. Okay, makes sense. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ah, that was a smooth opening. That was not a smooth opening. I like the color of that bit, though. Nice sand color. Ooh. I guess that makes sense with it being a snake.
Keep going forward. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm down the hallway. Down the hallway. Keep going. Coming out the hole.
Then
Like I said, we investigate this part of the fucking thing. If it's not in here, we're gonna go fucking
you shaky.
ourselves outside and finish investigating it. Trust me.
Gale Wyvern shakes too. Okay, I'm gonna do a little complaining at the moment because we know how the CX line just recently started coming out. Fun fact: I bought the Dark Perseus, not realizing it was a CX line, and then 2 days later, when I went to my tournament, and one of the other bladers was showing off his Wand Wizard, or his Wizard Arc, and I got super excited because I was like, yo, a removable bit! When the heck did you get that? When did it come out? Not realizing my Perseus did the exact same fucking thing. So, I had a Drawn Brave, ordered it on the way, but it was literally supposed to be here yesterday on Monday, but Amazon updated my order to instead of being yesterday, it wasn't supposed to come in until the 29th of this month. And I'm like, that's 3 entire weeks longer that I have to wait. And then I canceled it because I was impatient. So, let's check out this Gale Wyvern real quick. First, let's check out this bit.
Before we go downstairs, I'd like to go.
That is the GB bit. Let's see, what does GB stand for? Those are ratchets. GB. Gearball, there we go.
Literally, as soon as I
So,
walk through, I'm throwing my shit down and I'm running outside.
that's more of a gold color sandball too. Or gold ball, or whatever.
Stressing the fuck out.
Gearball. I'm fucking stupid at the moment. I'm sorry. It's like 12:14 in the morning. But the thing is, I've noticed that a lot of bladers aren't really a fan of gear balls.
Literally like a spider.
Probably because it
you know, the spider, you're trying to
the balance on it. But I don't know. I like gear balls the way they catch on the extreme lines, but that might just be me. This 580 bit or ratchet's actually pretty cool too. I also learned recently that left spinning ratchets can go onto right spinning bass just by fixing the click. So imagine the fun I had testing my left spinning ratchets on my right spinners. Then again, I only have 2 left spinning Beyblades. So, oh, hello, new viewer. Let's see, Ninjaling, what's up? Good timing. I got home from school. Oh, that's right. All of my viewers are from different countries. I hope your school day was good. We just got home recently, so I'm checking out my Beyblades. Let's extend my view again. And then we've got ourselves our little. Let's get closer with that Gale Wyvern. See, like I said, I have a yellow variant of the Gale Wyvern. Let me see. Where are you? That is my Bear Scratch. It's my Golden Synthio. Are you? Yeah. See, I've got my gold Wyvern, so now I've got the green variant. I love getting color variants of my other bays, especially when, well, they really don't look any different, do they? That's funny. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Because when they come in different colors, it gives me other ideas for content. Like my unicorn Beyblades, I have a blue, a yellow, and a red, and I can use those for evolution content. So, like when I'm making content of 2 bays going at one another, I can extend the battle by adding other clips in. But I can also phase in the battle from one color into another as the battle gets more exciting again, and then just keep updating and upgrading until they get the different colors and max out, and it's brain running with ideas. What can I say? Australia. That's right, you are a time traveler, aren't you? Wait, did you find that today? Does Australia have any quote unquote finders keepers laws, or do you guys actually have to turn things in when you find them? Because I would imagine someone losing something like that would be really distraught in trying to find it. Let's see. While we're talking, let me look for my other Vipers too. Let's keep those separated. So I want to compare my other Vipers to the yellow now. Beyblades. My goal is to stop collecting Beyblades at 50, but uh, these two and my Shadow Shinobi actually make 53 now.
I'm still in the same spot. What the
I don't know how to stop when I start collecting things. Come on, Snakey, Snakey. I know I have a purple snake in here.
Dude, it hunted so long. Literally right when I opened the
Oh,
box
wait.
when it
It's a
stopped.
purple snake with a blue background. Tomorrow, and yeah, we have finders keepers, and everyone kept saying, "You stole it!" No. Well, my recommendation, I have unsolicited recommendation, is take a photo of it and post it on socials in your area and see if anyone is missing it. Or take photos, but post about it without photos, and that way the owner can describe it. Oh, okay. Alright. Me back. So, finders keepers, you got it, Ninjaling. Well, as long as there's not an engraving. Okay, then you're good. Like, if there's an engraving, though, then that kind of makes it a little more important to get it back to its owner. And if it's engraved, you might be in. They might get a reward for it. But far be it for me to give you advice. I mean, I'm in no position to be doing so. Okay. Do. Oh, that's a tug snap click in too. And that's spin that Gale Wyvern. Whee! I love that the bits spin. Still don't like that I can't take it out though. Whatever, it's cool. Only 2 people saw it. Yeah, I'll give it time. Give it a fair amount of time. If no one comes forward legitimately, then all support to you. Okay, now we have ourselves an HN. Is that a high narrow?
You went quiet as fuck.
HN. That's a UN. That's an underneedle. High needle? Ooh, Hexa looks really cool. That came with my unicorn. One of my unicorns, anyway. HN high needle. Okay. High needle. Got it. But okay, I'm going to say I'm not the biggest fan of high needles. Yes, I'm saying that as if I know what I'm talking about. But, alright, pause. A grown man playing with toys is weirder than Ryan's Toys reviews. For the record, 1, normally I would agree with you that a grown man playing with toys is not exactly normal to those who don't do it. That being said, Beyblade has been around since I was 15 years old, and I've been a fan of Beyblade since, again, I was 15 years old. The fact that my content only recently started getting Beyblade content is neither here nor there. It's just that when I learned that something from my childhood was still going strong and it's something that I could actually participate in, I jumped on that. Especially since a lot of things that I'm into that people say are kid stuff is more run by adults than kids as it is. I mean, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player and most of our game space is adults. So, and to be fair, Beyblades, they're fucking dangerous. These things hurt. Like they break the stadiums that are built to hold them. I mean, they can damage your hands. I mean, that right there is from a Beyblade. So, but I get your point. Now, to continue, on to the how's the kid. Babums is doing well. She fell while we were at the mall last week, and she had to get stitches on her lip right here because we were at one of those lounge areas in the mall that has the furniture and the table in the center. And while she was just learning how to walk, and while she was walking around, she lost her balance, fell forward, and got right here on her lip onto the corner. She had to get 3 stitches on there, but she's doing okay. She took it like a champ. Like, the only time she cried was when she was bleeding. Once the bleeding stopped, she stopped crying and she was good. She tried to go back to normal self. So, but she she took her medicine. No complaints. She never complains about taking medicine. She got her stitches done. No complaints. And she lets both, like, she lets her mom and me put the ointment on her stitches to make sure that they stay hydrated and healthy while they're dissolving. So, I mean, she's really not changed at all. I mean, anytime that she falls or something like that, she lets it out for a couple of minutes and then she's back to her normal self. She's just like me when I was a kid. So, but she's okay. Her stitches should be fully gone by Thursday, since that's a full 7 days since it happened. And we have a doctor's appointment on Thursday. So, it'll all be good. She's okay. She's sleeping it off. And just imagine how crappy I felt whenever it happened, because it happened right next to me. Okay. Back to my snaky snake. As I was saying, I've got my blue and my purples too. And by the looks of it, yeah, they're literally all the same. So they're just color coordinated. Which, again, I find cool because I can do level up content when it comes to using these Beyblades. Spinny! Ooh, the scale. If you can see on the inside, the scale design on the inside for the snake. I didn't realize that from my other two. Hey! Hexascales. And of course the Wyvern doesn't. And a 380 ratchet. I guess that makes sense. See, the more research I'm doing, it's saying that when building your bays and choosing your ratchets with your blades, your ratchet sides need to be able to protrude / match the opening areas of the Beyblade that aren't protected, so that that protects from bursting as easy. Spin! Whee! Yay! Digging that. How old are you now? You're gonna make me say it. I turned 38 in August. I'm pretty sure 38. Am I 37, 38? Or will it be 30? Oh no. This is 2025. I turned 39 in August. I have a phobia of growing old. What can I say? But, being my age is nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, when it comes to your hobbies, a hobby shouldn't, or your age shouldn't determine whether or not you should be able to have a hobby. Whether it be collecting things like Beyblades, toys, collectibles, things like that. As long as you're not, as long as you're not, making it your entire thing, like your entire persona, like those kind of collector guys who collect little girl collectibles and then dresses in that in that apparel. That's going a little too far. I mean, granted, I'm wearing a mini Vegeta shirt, but wearing an anime shirt is different than collecting little anime girls and then wearing a shirt with an anime girl. That and Dragon Ball was an inspiration for my art styles and stuff like that growing up. So, there. And then on 2. When it comes to being a collector or having toys or things like that, if you're not hurting somebody or if the person isn't hurting people and they're just minding their own business, just enjoying themselves, then it really shouldn't matter in my opinion. So, and if you have in a community that also doesn't hurt anyone, we just get together, or the community just gets together to enjoy the activity as it is, then again, we're not hurting nobody, they're not hurting nobody, shouldn't have any judgment on it. That being said, when it comes to things like this, I do think that it's safe to have a separate category of adults to the non-adults for the obvious safety reasons and for the obvious social reasons. But that's just diving deeper into it. Ow, that hurt. All right, Shadow Shinobi time. Do. MN. What kind of bit is an MN? MN, so something needle. Metal needle. That's not a... Is that... Oh, snap! It's a metal needle! Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's exciting. Okay. Wait, is Shadow Shinobi the only one, the only Beyblade with a metal needle? I could... Because I've seen posts on X and on Reddit about bladers complaining that metal needles tear up the stadiums, which makes sense to be honest. But I mean I've never actually seen a metal needle because none of the guys that go to my tournament, like the tournament that I go to, that's actually got some weight to it. That I know of, none of them use metal needles. That's not to say that they don't have them. I mean, there are too many guys running around with fucking Aero Pegasuses. Not too many. I can see why they've got them because I want one. That's just I never collected my QR codes, and that's my own fault. Okay, got ourselves a little basic launcher, of course. These things are small too, so I had to order big launchers. Like, look at that! Holy crap! That, and when it comes to making content, I need to be able to launch easier, so I don't have to do separate launches, which ruins the battle itself. So I hold singulars and then rip. It actually makes the battles a lot better than doing singular rips with the ripcord launcher, but holy crap does it hurt my fingers. 180mm metal needle, yeah. Come on. Wait, you guys are in a single pack? Usually it's separated. Oh, that is so cool, but I'm afraid to use it because, again, I don't want the metal tip to ruin my stadiums, because I've got 5 stadiums and I do not feel like replacing any of them. Because they were all expensive. Well, the least expensive one was the folding one that travels. That I'm going to be taking to GalaxyCon later this month, but I digress. Well, I don't think it would do that much damage to my double extreme stadium, because that thing is pretty damn solid, and the middle, the floor part that goes up and down is solid plastic instead of thin plastic, so I think it would be able to handle it a little bit better. But it's still a concern, though. Still gonna try it. Let's see. Neko, hello. How are you this evening? Welcome to the late night stream. Currently, I'm still checking out my newly unboxed Beyblades. Then, I'm sure I can figure out something else to do with the other Beyblades. I'm gonna do some launching in a little bit. Oh, our 180-bit ratchet. I will admit, I'm not the biggest fan of singular defense ratchets, because even though the teardrop design looks really cool, like really cool, it's just I don't find them to be defensive enough. But then again, I'm still new to this, so like my opinion means jack crap. I feel like the sun is roasting me. Man, I wish the sun were out right now. Where I'm at, it is dark because it is 12:34 a.m. where I'm at. But see, if the sun is roasting you, then you are also on the other side of the planet. So which region are you from? Because Ninjaling is also not from my region. Wait, that's the wrong direction. There we go.
So this has to do with I think it's
I'm gonna point out that looks suggestive and funny. Okay, now let's look at this blade. Okay, I keep seeing these. I wonder if the sticker means anything.
hospital and this there was
I always use 180 with
and she was talking
Quake
about
and Duran Buster as a troll combo for fun. Ha!
that not being
Oh, Southeast Asia. Nice. Well, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've had a Southeast Asia attendee before, so thank you for being the first. Let's see, a 180 with a Quake. A Quake? Give me a second. Quake, let me look. Spine.
so that one's completely burned. That's great.
Quake, one of the. Oh, really? See, I have the Quake. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure the Quake that I have came with my blue unicorn sting, or my blue sting unicorn. Uh, wait, no, you're flat. Then where's my Quake? I know I have one. I just thought it came with the unicorn, to be honest. Ooh, jump. Wait, that's a jumper? I don't have a jumper. Oh, wait, no, I was assuming you mean like it causes jumps. Which I find jumps to be fun. I find it disappointing that I can't get more jumps out of my launches. But there's a guy that goes to the tournaments that I go to. He's got a bit that like legit spring bounces, and I'm not sure if one of those is that legal, because I don't remember seeing a glide. Oh, I don't like the look of that. Anyway, rubber excel. That just looks like it would ruin your stamina. Let's elevate. Ooh, I like the look of that. I want one of those. Yeah, see, kick. There's no image to it, of course. And see, up until last week, I had never seen a jumping bit. There's my Quake. So one of these. Why are you on my Mammoth? I don't remember you going on my Mammoth. Anyway, I would love for a bit that does a bouncing gimmick again, like we had back in the first gen. Because I like the ability to jump and bounce, and it adds more excitement to the battle, but it also allows a Bey, like if it jumps, it allows the opposing Bey to knock it off of its it's
If I can
spin.
sort of
So I
like,
mean,
since one of us was
I just like
like
gimmicks. What can I
really
say?
into me because it was after me.
It's kind of just pure lick.
Alright,
I'm
so make
mostly
sure that's done.
it just randomly win because.
Yeah, no,
See,
this
I
is
can get that.
I had to burn my incense, so
Personally, when I first pulled that bit, I thought it was meant to keep the bay tilted for attacks, which made sense at the time, but also I've come to the conclusion and learning that when you tilt your launch for attacks, it kills your stamina more than you need to. Especially if you can launch it at a certain
I don't know where
not so tilted angle to where it can still come down and aim, but not so much to where the ratchet itself or the bit itself, where the corner comes in, if it tilts too far from what I've noticed, it hits
get the fuck out.
the stadium and then it slows it down.
We got everything that
But
we
again,
needed.
that's just
If it starts hunting,
my observations. I could be wrong.
like it's just gonna like target the steel caps on your ass.
You know, I'm kind of sad I only bought 3, and I wish there'd have been one more Beyblade at my target that I didn't have, so I could have two-on-two matches for
No.
this live stream.
Turn off your light.
But
Finish
that's not to say I don't have multiples to use, because these may be new. Well, they may be the only new ones that I got today. But technically, these two are new also. Especially Scorpio Spear, because this came in yesterday. But I've already modified it too, so. Because this is the deck that I was going to. I originally wasn't going to go to tomorrow/tonight's tournament because I was going to wait until June to go back to tournaments because I have a convention this month to save up for.
I don't
But
know. I've never had this.
I kind of really want to take this to a tournament, so.
I literally about to piss myself, bro. I have to
You know
pee
what?
so bad. And if
We'll
it
throw
legit
in.
scares me, if it legit scares me, I am okay. Carl,
Dra-
give me your incense.
You're not Dran Buster. You are Cobalt Drake. There we go. I'll use Cobalt Drake
Okay, you know what?
as one of my.
You're hiding. You're hiding. I'm like.
You know what? No, 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 no. My videos are always for the newest Beyblades that I've got, so technically speaking, Scorpio Spear has to be it. Modified or not.
I didn't know that it could lock that.
For the record, check out these deck boxes. You know, these
Like,
not sick as hell. Made by by Design on Etsy. These they're just so cool. They're magnetic. They hold all 3 of your Beyblades, and they're labeled Bay 1, 2, and 3. It's just so cool. Ignore that. I broke it at a tournament 2 weeks ago, and then then I ordered the second one that I was already gonna order in the first place. So okay. You know what? If I'm gonna use it, I might as well talk about it in a second. So let's go ahead and assemble Shadow Shinobi. Because Shadow Shinobi looked really cool in the anime, especially since I've been watching it last couple of weeks as it's been posted on YouTube. So once I saw this on shelves, I had to get one. Because I have a Knife Shinobi, but I don't have a Shadow Shinobi. And then we've got ourselves the Scorpio Spear that was just recently released a couple of weeks ago. You know, the first mode-changing Beyblade X. From defense into attack, which is super cool. And from like I said earlier, I've been watching a lot of Beyblade videos trying to figure out, not trying to figure out, but trying to learn how to build a Beyblade correctly. Um, I was showing a lot of combos that allowed the blade to start off in defense. If need be, it can go straight into attack and then go right back into defense with the correct ratchet combo. Not ratchet combo, bit combo. Um, I can't remember exactly what they are because, again, I'm still new to this and I'm trying to memorize it. But it was really cool, and when I saw that it was a mode changer, I had to get it. Let's see. New episode makes Shinobi looks cool. I freaking know, right? And Blader X, I hate his helmet. I love the concept of the character because, well, as a Metabots fan, Space Metafighter X. But I just wish they'd have designed the helmet better. But again, it's a kids show, so ignore that. Okay, so we've got ourselves 4 new Beyblades. I technically have a shit ton of launchers. I have like 4 of these. I have the Excalibur launcher. I have the launcher grip to put my launchers on. I have a shit ton of those small launchers that come with a lot of the 2X. So, but I'm going to be using these in just a moment. Because I'm going to get one of my stadiums and put it right here. And then we're going to battle. I'm going to put my new blades to the test. But that'll be in just a moment because I need to take myself a little potty break. So give me just a moment. While I'm gone, enjoy my Eevee pouch. Enjoy the Eevee in the background. And enjoy the Ninetales that's randomly going to be standing next to it. And screw it, why not Vulpix? Just for the fun of it. I will be right. Oh, wait. I have a new comment. Give me a second. Did you try 80 Ratchet along with Transpoint? I don't know when they changed to hide mode burst or hide mode. The burst lock on it doesn't seem to work properly on high mode. Also, maybe this affects Scorp. Still Transpoint. Give me a sec with the look at the transpoint bit, so I know exactly what you're talking about. So, I'm assuming you're talking about the bit that comes with it. Oh, the bit that I have on it right now. Okay. Give me a sec. Okay. I can't give too much of an opinion on it just yet because I've only battled my other Beyblades with it a couple of times so far. Most notably, I think it was against my Red Unicorn earlier because I've only had the opportunity since I got it to do a few of them for tests. And so far, yes, I do actually enjoy the spin and the aggression on it. And I also battled it against my Rock Golem, and actually the Rock Golem battle was actually pretty exciting, especially with the launches that I had to work with. But I actually recorded those, and I plan on posting them when I have it edited. So, but so far, I mean, I am actually enjoying the Scorpion. I just need more experience with it, which is what part of this stream is going to be about. And if I do end up going to a tournament tonight, then we'll see how well it works there. Alright, give me just a moment and I'll be right back. Well, hello there. I had a pleasant surprise.
I'm here. Yeah, Mister, I was standing like a statue on the top of the fridge hoping.
Mr. Spinksy.
I don't know, what are we doing? Are we running another hunt?
Yes, my kitty. You start showing me affection and then you start attacking me. Make up your mind, cat. Okay. Let's get ready to make some noise. Okay. Let's see. TP is acting too aggressive on low mode, in my opinion. You know, I kind of agree. With my brothers in the last two, he told me, what if Shinobi got attack custom? It's gonna be... I mean, to be fair, when looking at a Shinobi, it looks like it would have a mode change. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't give it a mode change gimmick, but I think Shadow Shinobi was designed and released before Scorpio's mode change gimmick came. I could be wrong, though. Ow! Alright, Bull Picks, go back over to Eevee. Ninetales. Oh, I invaded your space, Ninetales. Oh. Let's move these out of the way. Let's move my Pepsi. I'm still waiting for a dual spin Bay. Dude, a dual spinning Beyblade would be interesting. Because that would require it to have hooks on both ends. And I don't know exactly how the ratchet would, or the bit would work with that. Let's roll up the mat because I am not about to damage my brand new channel mat. I say brand new, I've had it for like 2 months. Oh, where's my mat tube? There it is. Oh, that hurts. Ow, ow. I never keep my mat out because my cats like to crawl over everything, and I enjoy this mat way too much to do that. Let's get the condensation off of my desk.
Would you like to take an actual photo?
Okay, that may be a little close. And of course, it's after I just sat down. I want to make sure that my arms have enough room to launch and not knock my ring light out of the way. minutes to do it.
Alright, well. Got something with this already good. This is not a bad
Let's see. Oh wait, did you ever try all type change custom combos from the show yet? I have not, because I haven't seen the whole anime yet. I've only been watching the few episodes that have been being featured on my YouTube recently, because I just got back into Beyblade. Like, I just started collecting the Beyblade X series about 4-ish weeks ago, and then the anime I didn't start watching because it seemed big. When I first looked into watching the current anime, it looked really kiddie, and I always judge my programs on how they look first, because something's got to be aesthetically pleasing for me to watch it before I put any other consideration into that. And I've already addressed my concerns with Blader X's character design, but a couple of weeks ago I said screw it when it was suggested to me, and I watched it since I had nothing else to do. It was late at night, and it was actually pretty damn cool. So I slapped myself silly, bit my bullet, and then I've been watching the episodes as they've come so far, but I haven't gone back to watch the episodes as they've reached to this point. It's because I've got way too many things that I'm already currently watching as it is, and I just don't have the time to go back and start Beyblade X from the beginning. I'm One Piece is already taking that slot right now. Talking about aesthetics, Extreme Dash Effect looks pretty. Yes, I love Extreme Dashes and Extreme Dash Effects. And I'll admit that I dig the CGI use in the anime for how they explain and demonstrate how Bey battles work in the anime. So I'm with you on that. Okay. Let's. I'm gonna
Take a picture of it again.
You know what? Desert Animal versus Desert Animal.
Hold on.
And then Ninja versus Wyvern. How about that? Sound good? Because it does to me. So, Gale Wyvern and Shadow Shinobi.
Okay. Take a picture again.
Let's get my fingertip just far enough back so I can't touch the Beyblades.
Oh, UV, take photos of the, take photos of all the salts and all the footprints.
Why not what? Why not go back and start X from the beginning? It's because during my days I've already got a lot of things that are playing that I have to pay attention to. So, Beyblade X is currently, I'm setting aside 25 minutes at night before I go to bed. So, yeah. That being said, if the anime from this point on gets good enough, like if it really draws me in, then hell yes, I'll say screw it, and I'll go back and I'll start it from the beginning, and I'll watch it at night before I go to bed. See, fun fact: the gold Viper handled like that last is appeared to be why the same user original Viper color. So is there a Viper user in the anime at the moment? I would assume so. I mean, with the themes that they got going. Alright, let's test. We got Wyvern versus Shinobi. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip! We're not going to count that. But I like that spin. Let's wait until that spin goes out of, or runs out of stamina. I love watching a Beyblade just spin in the middle of a ring. Especially if they've got a flat bit, because I love perfect stops. They're so aesthetically pleasing. And it's such a quiet spin. Oh. I'm not sure if you can see it well from here, but I can see it starting to wane a little bit. Like it looks like it's dozing off and then catching itself right now. It's great. $380 on a yellow. 380. This. I mean, that is a 380 on a yellow. So, but then again, I think that's what you're saying. This is not theirs. So yeah, ignore me. That's got some stamina. But then again, I've had a unicorn, or one of my unicorns, spin for like 6 minutes straight. So, here we go. Ooh. Alrighty, let's try that spin again. Or try that launch again. Well then. Alright, Ninja, now you get to outspin. Do I have Shelter Drake? That's a good question. I have Impact Drake. Is that the same thing? Let's not knock over all of my Pokemon constructs. You said Shelter Drake, huh? I do not have Shelter Drake, no. I don't have any of those. Alright, 2 points went to the Shinobi. Ooh! And Shinobi jumps out of the overzone too. I like it when that happens. Oh, but Shinobi couldn't keep it going though. So 1-2. One combo recommendation. Silver Wolf on 360 Gear Needle. I don't have a Silver Wolf either. I have Weiss Tiger and Claw Leon, but I don't have a Silver Wolf. I've thought about it, but I don't know why I haven't gotten a Silver Wolf. I think it's because when I first saw a Silver Wolf that the Fox line was already coming out. But even with the Fox line, I bit the bullet and overlooked the Fox line for the CX line for June. So, but I might still get a Silver Wolf, so I'll keep that on the list. Let's see, Shelter Drake is very good. And it go under Ratchet, so if you get your hand on it, maybe it's... I will I mean, I'm always down for trying new Beyblades, and when it comes to the Beyblades that I'm not actively using in a deck, when I'm at the tournament settings, I test out as all of them I have possible. So, because I like seeing what performs, or how what performs against what, so I can make a visual note while I'm still doing my online research too. That recover on that Shinobi. Wait a minute, are metal bits still legal? It's a very good question. Ah, so 2-2 now. I'm trying to do first before on them, so. Oh, I love it when they stalk one another like that, and then slowly go in for the attack. You don't get over finishes or extreme finishes like that, but you get burst finishes, and I love burst finishes like that. But when it comes down to, oh, there's 3-2. Let's see if this is the last spin for Shinobi. Shinobi went in first, so technically Shinobi loses. So, Gale Wyvern gets the win on this. Ah, get over here. So, Gale Wyvern beats out the Shinobi. I don't know, it seems like Metal Bit isn't as sharp as Needle on... You know, you have a fair point, but I think it's not supposed to be very sharp because, again, it would tear the crap out of these things. I mean, I can see notable marks on my... I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up well, but with this new bit alone, I have quite a few new scratches that the plastics aren't doing. Oh.
You saw how everything like literally exploded.
Alrighty, desert animals.
A poltergeist is the only ghost that can do that because it can touch multiple items at the same time. So if something
Alrighty, Tail Viper versus Scorpio Spear.
just because it's a
Two
poltergeist.
golden desert animals
Poltergeist is
duking it out.
why do you know that?
Two apex predators.
Okay, but we only have spirit box.
Let's make sure you, then
Oh my
you.
god.
Alrighty, guys, are we ready?
Oh,
3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Oh, an early stalk. Oh, oh. Oh, okay, okay. Scorpion got the snake at first. It was difficult to tell which one was going to get what there first. See, imagine people use on, and it slowly drilled the stadiums, so that's reasonable. They make, yeah. So that being said, that problem would be reduced if they gave us stadiums that were not thin plastic. Like if the cover for the top, that's perfectly fine. I mean, not like we need thick plastic for the top, but for the actual stadium itself, if they gave us a solid plastic foundation, then we wouldn't have to worry about damaging the bottom with, you know, metal tips. But then again, stadiums are already like $50 a piece, so 30 to $50 a piece. So, especially since my double extreme stadium, the only solid part of that is the center where it goes up and down, and it was $100. So let's not force ourselves to get, or force Takara Tomy and Hasbro to make new stadiums that are going to cost us more. Okay then. So, I'm going to let Scorpio Spear have its little victory dance because, yeah, I'll agree, the stadium performs fantastically. I love all of my stadiums actually. The only one that I had an actual complaint about at first was the Fold Extreme Carry Go Stadium, But even if, I mean, I just had to tinker with it and mess with it a little bit just to take my apprehension of it into a like of it. And now I'm actually enjoying it, and I like it enough to where I'm taking it to my con with me in a couple of weeks because I'm going to try and do YouTube content with it while I'm there. Anyway, Scorpion. And you notice there's no snake. It's because the bottom half is here, the other half is over there. Ugh. All the way into the corner of my office. Ugh. Ugh. Wow. I love it when things like that happen. Alright. So my Scorpion has 3 points. Let's reset. Launch one last time. Could Scorpio get this in a full clean sweep? I love how it rides the line just to show off. Oh, just that poof. That innocent push. Okay. I've got a little story. When I was making some content with my Beyblades this morning, and I was doing my Scorpio versus my Rock Golem, one of my launches, they went back and forth, but when my Scorpio launched my Golem into the pocket, it felt like it streamlined itself into the same pocket to make sure that the grinding of the Golem, it was like actively trying to pop out of the overzone. Until the Scorpion went right into it, and then as the Golem was trying to jump up, the Scorpion came right in, and then made its point by punting it back down, and then rolled itself back into the stadium. It was amazing. Like, I've got it on camera too, so I'll be posting it at some point, but oh, that was great. Alrighty, so Scorpion. Oh, and it didn't even mode change that time that I can tell. Doo-doo. And you know what? Was it the Wyvern or the Shinobi that won last time? I wish they can sell the Rail Stadium itself separately. Oh yeah, dude, it would be so nice to have like a replacement of these. Like it's a flex. Frogs, yes, I fully agree. Like how casual it was. It was just like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. By the way, blink, you're... Thank you. Because now we're going to we're going to pit the two winners against one another. Okay. Let's load up our launches. And mind you, these were all like... These are tame, calm-launched battles too. Because my daughter is sleeping in the living room and I don't want to go like balls to the walls, nuts, rips. But imagine the battles if I could do full powered rips. That's what I do during the day. Alrighty. Wyvern. Scorpio. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Oh, that was an aggressive start. Ooh, it's going to come down to stamina, but a beautiful stamina battle it's going to be. Oh, Wyvern just barely stuck it out long enough. Ooh, okay. Alright. I see you, Wyvern. And before we continue, reset the bits and the ratchets to make sure that they are locked in to prevent accidental bursts. That's what a lot of the guys at my tournament do in between rounds when we're reshuffling, is they reset their attachments to make sure that the locks are in. The lad help it, yes. Alrighty, round 2. So far it's 1-0 Wyvern. Oh, Wyvern's gonna have. Oh! I thought Wyvern was gonna have it from stamina, but nope! Scorpion just like, nope, 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 nope. I'm gonna make a point and then I'm gonna circle you like a scorpion. Oh, that was actually pretty cool. Alright, let's reset.
I'm gonna try to take our baby to go lay down.
Are you laying down too? Alright, then I'm gonna do one more launch, then I'll stop. So you guys don't have to hear it.
No, I'll close the door.
No, you don't have to close the door.
I'll close the door.
My wife going to bed. I love you.
I love you.
Reattach. Reattach. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That was just funny. Ready? Can I call that an overburst since it landed in the overzone? So that's an even 5. So, amazingly enough, not really a surprise, but Scorpio's spear, you know, takes the win home. Both of those casual bursts, I'm not gonna lie, were just fantastic, and I'm happy I have them on camera because that means I can go back and clip them too. So, yeah, that was a fun one. I did have the original plan to stick around longer, tinker around with my Beyblades and stuff like that, get some advice on building. But that's because I was expecting my wife to stay up a lot longer. So, I'm not going to make my family go to bed alone. And it's pretty late anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. But that was fun. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Be happy to interact some more again. I will definitely be getting on again, probably definitely later today. And if anybody wants to comment or leave me a comment on whether or not you want me to stream at tonight's tournament if I go. Because if I get enough comments, then I'll definitely go. And then I'll just stream the entire time I'm there. So, but yeah, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and get off though. Thank you to everybody that was watching. For those who were tuning in as I'm getting off, today's video was about Scorpio Spear, Shadow Shinobi, Tail Viper, and Gale Wyvern. So, I hope you guys had fun watching. I had fun on the stream, and we will be back on stream later on. So